Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Breaking news. Attack. Thief youth declare war on herdsmen. Give them 48 hours to leave Benue. Whoa. This is coming hard on the herdsmen. That President Muhammadu Buhari has been, given the thumbs up, if I'm to say, because he has not really said anything particular about all the activities that they've been carrying on in the country. He's not said anything in particular. There is no law to guide as to the activities. All we heard about was Ruga, and everyone kicked against it. And since then, it's like he unleashed the terror of herdsmen on everybody. Let's go to the news. Apparently worried by the constant attacking and killing of innocent lives of the state, the national leadership of the Thief Youth Organization, TYO, on Saturday urged Benue youth of Thief extraction to resort to self-defense to checkmate rising causes of attacks and killings. Besides, the organization has given the nomadic herdsmen 48 hours to relocate from the state and threatened that any of them seen upon the expiration of the ultimatum should be utterly eliminated. National President-elect of the organization, Mr. Timothy, declared this in a statement made available to journalists in Makurdi, the state capital. Hambari expressed grief that the concerned efforts by the Thief youths with the aim to achieve peace, the herdsmen has continued to launch their hideous acts against suspending thief farmers, which it noted had made a call for self-help inevitable. I'll continue with the news. The news continues, but we know that President Muhammadu Buhari gave a broadcast and said people should not take laws into their hands. But he never meant he never really expressed or explained what he meant by taking laws into their hands. All he said was, don't kill herdsmen or bandits or Boko Haram. If you see them, hand them over to authorities. Wait, which authority will they talk about? Not be the same police when they release them. I mean, an army officer, one of the guys that have been fighting Boko Haram, said this in confidence that when they catch Boko Haram, as a day barrack, big men, no one mention him for sake of privacy, will come and begin to negotiate their release. And before you say Jack Robinson, they're out of the hook. So who are we deceiving? Who are we kidding? Could it be that the government are afraid of these people or they are using them? Well, that's my opinion. And I believe I'm entitled to my opinion. I'll continue. We go on to the news. The Thief Youth Organization, TYO, urged Thief Youth to, as a matter of urgency, embark on self-defense following rising cases of attack on communities by Fulani terrorists in recent days. He said, we regrettably have to resort to self-defense since the government will do nothing at helping and safeguarding the people. Recently, we had 10 people killed in Kwawando local government area by the killers' headmen, as well as Mabiwa in Goba local government area, where the wife of a monarch and his 6 in-laws were raped by herdsmen. Can you imagine a monarch and his 6 in-laws were raped by herdsmen? I mean, what is this turning into? But the worst part of it is that the government is being oblivious to what is happening. I mean, they carry on with business as usual, as if nothing is happening. When something happened in developed country, take for instance in America, in the United Kingdom, in Australia, you will hear their government coming out to condemn whatever action it is, or if it's a disaster, they will come to, they will come alongside the people, send out relief, but not be Nigerian government. So now, what's it called? And when they send money come, where they will take carry give Boko Haram the more. I mean, international communities, please, please, and please, we appreciate what you're doing, sending relief, but thanks, but no thanks. What we really want you guys to do for us is please assist us with your technology, your manpower, and don't inform our government. So because they are black sheep, they are sheep among the wolves. Remember that the U.S. Retired Navy general that was contracted with his team to come fight Boko Haram, that Jonathan gave the contract, and when Buhari came, he terminated their contract. They were almost eliminating Boko Haram. But what was their findings? They said when they have a meeting, with the security agencies like the police, navy, air force, armed forces, and what have you. Guess what? The exact communication that they had, the decision, the information, the strategy are all downloaded to the Boko Haram people, to all these terrorists we have in Nigeria. What did that one tell you? There is an insider. Now the rats were in their house, go tell others, say we buy fish, come chop. Abi? That's exactly what is going on. Exactly. There are insiders inside. But you know what? One day, not too long a distance time from now, they will all be exposed. Mark this words, they will all be exposed. It won't be long. Oh. It will come to pass really shortly and quickly. They will all be exposed. It won't take long. I can assure you of that. Because evil can only tread and thrive when it is concealed, when it is in darkness. Okay? So when it comes to light, when people know about it, take for instance, we know that there are some state governors. Please refer back to my former news where a man gave vivid description on how Boko Haram began. I'll take you back a bit in memory lane. 3 northern governors during the time of Olusegun Obasanjo, we just came out of the military era, and he was the first civilian president. And when he began to nominate ministers and the rest, they felt that they were ostracized. So they felt that he only appointed, part of his appointees were from the north, but they capitalized on it that the people he appointed from the north were Christians. And so they said they must start trouble in Nigeria. So what they did, they put down $100 million each. This is money meant for the states. This is money meant to make schools good. Remember that in the north we have the highest level of teenage. I gave them I really rated them very high. Child marriage, rape on the hike. Children having diseases because they gave birth too early, introduced into family life too early. You know, people going through terrible and situation, and they just dump these children, and their lives is just there. They don't even have help or know what to do. 3 governors who should have bettered the life of the children in that area, make the schools of international standard. Imagine what $100 million US dollars would do. They put this money together that was meant for the state just to counter Olusegun Obasanjo. And so the bandits matter started. Boko Haram started gradually, and they were sponsoring them. This man gave the report. Please refer to my former news and see for yourself. He gave the report with evidence that they have video recordings, they have documentations of how imam in a mosque will be telling the people that other people are infidel, they should kill them, and not this and all that. You know, these are things that are happening in Nigeria. Yet, your president, do you know what he said not too distant time long ago? Hey, so Boko Haram are really committing this crime? I don't know. Like he's in a Google land, not in touch with reality of what is happening in Nigeria. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. I don't blame the TV youth for coming together. They said in just less than a week, you know, people that have been killed are too numerous to mention. You know, 10 people is just a local government and farmers that are going about their daily life. And so they've given the herdsmen an ultimatum. Leave within 48 hours or we kill you and your cattle, because they are there for, do you remember Buhari coming out to say Ruga? Every state, who does that in the 21st century? Hello, come on. There is what we call proper farming system and techniques. They travel abroad. They should go and see what they are doing create a ranch, give this animal here, they will even be better. There is lots of land in the north. No, but because it's trouble, it is intentional. They have an agenda and an aim with it. They will not. Some people in government will not speak about it. So I don't blame. I'm in total support of the TV youths, giving them an ultimatum to leave, or they destroy them and their cattle, so that there can be peace for once. So guys, this is the news of the hour. I would like to hear your thoughts on what you think of this matter. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. We're here to keep you up to date with all that is going on in Nigeria and around the nations of the world. You have a voice. Please use it. Don't let anybody intimidate you or make you feel that your voice is not important. As little as it is, it counts. Thanks very much. God bless. Have a good